Morning everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Andrea and I'm currently documenting my weight loss journey. I followed the Slimming World plan and today's vlog is going to be another what I eat in a day. It's Friday the 15th of April, so it's Good Friday, so yeah, happy Good Friday everybody. Hope everyone's having a fantastic week and it's half term here. I don't know about you guys. I would have assumed that the rest of the country would be on half term by now if you've got children. Surely they're on half term for the Easter weekend, but I do know that different places do different half terms. Even different schools do different half terms. Luckily, both my children are on half term at the same time, so this is their second week that they've had off and they'll go back to school next Tuesday. But I've got friends that have got children in, two different schools, so one in a primary, one in a secondary, and their weeks are completely different to each other, and they only have the one overlapping week, which I think is this week. So yeah, that must be a real pain if you want to go on holiday and stuff like that. So I am really thankful that both my older children, because obviously I know I've got 4 children, but 2 of them aren't school age yet. So thankfully the 2 older children both have holidays at the same time. So yeah, not much planned today. My hubby and son, so the oldest one, Kieran, he has gone to the rugby with my husband because it's just like a rugby fest this weekend. There's matches on today and then there's matches on Monday, so they've got tickets to the rugby for both days. They're absolute rugby nuts. They both follow rugby league and are St Helens fans. So if you are into rugby and you're not a St Helens fan, I do apologise, but I don't follow rugby, so please don't take it out on me. Yeah, so they're doing that. Me and the littlies and Alyssa are just chilling out at home. It's another glorious day out there, so, and it's meant to be here for the rest of the weekend. So we're definitely going to take advantage of it. We're going to get out to the park today because I literally live 30 seconds from a lovely park. So we do try and get out there as much as possible. Kobe loves being in the fresh air. Alana just loves being outside full stop, regardless of the weather. It could be absolutely blowing a hoolie out there and rain pouring down like a monsoon and she'd still be happy playing out in there. So yeah, she's definitely a free spirit, bless her. So yeah, we're going to get to the park, and Alyssa, she'd rather stay at home and vegetate on her phone and iPad, but I'm going to make her go out because she's the 11-year-old and yeah, she does like doing minimal things, bless her, but I'm going to drag her out because it'll be good for her and good for me. So guilt trip her into saying mummy needs the exercise. That usually works. So yeah, other than that, we've not got anything else planned. I've not had any breakfast yet. I'm going to grab something in a bit, but it's not going to be breakfast just because we have had a sleep in this morning, taking advantage of the school holidays and the fact that it's a bank holiday weekend. So we've had a sleep in this morning. Both littlies had a bit of a rough night last night. I think because it was so much warmer yesterday, last night they wasn't used to the temperature and the bedroom was stifling, even though we didn't have any heating on. And so them 2 did wake up quite a bit. So they are tired today. So they'll probably have a bit of a longer nap, but then it's just going to be early bedtimes for everyone because I don't know about them, but I am definitely shattered. But I'm always shattered. It's what you have for having 2 children so close together that are still babies, one 2-year-old and one 5-month-old. So yeah, other than that, not much else planned. Gonna have my lunch then instead of breakfast because like I say, I'm not going to have anything with it being so close to lunch. Dinner this evening, I think I'm going to make a lasagna. I know I'm going to make a lasagna. I've browned off the mince already, so I don't know why I said I think I'm going to make a lasagna. I know what I'm going to make. So that's what we've got planned for meals. Also, good news, you're not going to have to put up with this 2-toned hair much longer because I have bought some hair dye, finally. I was meaning to get in at the hairdressers. Normally I always go to the hairdressers and get my hair done at the hairdressers. One of my friends does it usually, but I can't see when I'm going to be able to book in an appointment anytime soon before I had Kobe, every 6 to 8 weeks I'd go to the hairdressers and get my hair highlighted, which was a complete luxury because it'd take forever. My appointments were always like 4 hours long. So I'd always have it like highlighted and cut and, really spend time on myself. But since having Kobe, I just don't have that luxury of time any longer because he's a million times better now than what he was before. But he is still quite a demanding baby. He's very, very clingy to me, which is absolutely fine because he's my last baby and I'm not having any more children. So I do plan on making the absolute most of everything all the time with him. Obviously the other children as well, but just really soak up every ounce of babiness that I can do because he is my last one. So I'm just reveling in it. But it does mean that those 4-hour appointments at the hairdressers are pretty much long gone until it gets to the same stage as what Alana is, where she's happy to be with everyone else. And Alana, to be fair, she was quite a clingy baby, but she was born through the pandemic. And so she was attached to my chest the whole time anyway. And Kobe just seems to have followed suit, basically. So, yeah, can't see myself being able to get into the hairdressers to spend that amount of time. So in the meantime, because the bits that are growing back, if you saw my vlog a million years ago about all the postpartum hair loss that I seem to have got, it is starting to grow back. And the reason why it doesn't look like there's much there still is because the bits that are growing back grey. I'm absolutely devastated. So to get rid of this and to get rid of the grey, I've bought this just to fill in for now until Kobe gets a little bit older and then I can start going back to the hairdressers. Because, there's no point in spending loads of money on my hair at the moment anyway, because it is going through that shedding stage and regrowth. So I'd be throwing money down the drain basically because it's all just going to fall out anyway at the moment while I'm getting over all these postpartum hormones and my body's just going through this massive change. So it'd be a waste of money anyway. I've not got the time. And then it's just quick, simple, and it'll do the job. And I've had my hair up in a plait, so it's gone all crinkly. So it'll do the job for now and not make me look so horrendous. And I tie it back anyway. All the time I tie it back. Used to wear my hair down all the time, but because I have Kobe swinging on it, if I leave it down, then I just tie it back anyway. So again, what's the point in me spending all that money at the hairdressers getting my hair absolutely lovely for me just to pull it back and scrape it back anyway? So yeah, I'm gonna dye my hair. I've got one of these Garnier Nutrice. Never used this before, and I did used to dye my hair all the time in the past. At home, again when I was a student and I couldn't afford to go to the hairdressers. I've got mocha brown, so hopefully that's nice because I don't want to bleach my hair anymore anyway because my hair is absolutely wrecked. I've got really fine hair anyway, and so when I do bleach it, it just goes so dry and brittle. I'd love to be one of those person, even like Alyssa. She's got such thick, lovely hair. Honestly, I'm so envious of her hair. Where she's got it from, I've no idea because her dad is now going bald. And me, I've just got the finest, flattest hair known to man. So I don't know where she's got it. She must have got it from an ancestor far, far away in the past. But yeah, I wish I had that hair. So yeah, I'm going to do that today. So hopefully, vlogs going forward after today, you will see me with nice dyed hair. Or you might not because it'll probably be scraped back anyway. And I'm thinking as well about getting a fringe as well. I used to, again, I don't know why I'm rubbing my fingers all over my face, so sorry about that. Yeah, I used to always have a fringe as well when I was younger. So I don't know if it's going to be something that's going to look good now that I'm older, or if it's going to look ridiculous, but I am very aware of how large my forehead is now, especially with losing the hair, and I'm hoping that until it all grows back, it'll just help cover it over. So you will either see me again from tomorrow onwards, hopefully, with my hair pinned back because the fringe went horribly wrong, or I bottled it and I didn't cut one anyway, or actually got one. One of those three options anyway. So yeah, that was a bit of a long intro. I've waffled on for 10 minutes now, and I was only coming on to say hi. This is going to be a what I eat in a day, and I've ended up spouting all sorts. But yeah, I do like to come on every now and again and have a bit of a chat. And I am aware that I've neglected my channel a little bit while the half-term holidays have been on, just because, again, having the time. But luckily, Kobe, as much as he had an unsettled night last night, he seems to be quite happy this morning. And I think it's because, I mean, he's 5.5 months now. He's so close to 6 months old. And all my other children I've weaned at 4 months old. And you can wean them anywhere between 4 months and 6 months. I know the guidelines do say, like, you know, try and hold off until 6 months. But the other three, they all showed feeding cues at an early age, and I weaned them, and I did baby-led weaning, and it went absolutely fantastic. And, you know, they're amazing eaters now, so that's obviously good. They're never ill, touch wood. They're just absolutely thrived with weaning. And Kobe, to be fair to him, he has been showing me feeding cues like the others did for probably a good 2 to 3 weeks now, a really good 2 to 3 weeks. He can sit up straight, he can hold his own head up, he can actually sit up independently, he doesn't need to be held. So again, all these things that, you know, you need to tick off the list before you start weaning, he's doing. He's got hand to mouth coordination, everything goes in his mouth, and he watches you when you eat. So you're sitting there eating your dinner and he's like, everything, he just watches you. So yeah, I think he has been ready for a couple of weeks, but I've persevered and tried to hold off as long as possible. But this morning he was just so grumpy. His milk wasn't satisfying him. He just seemed like he needed something else, and everything. He was chewing all of his toys and stuff. So I thought, right, I'm just going to try him and see how he gets on. And I've been buying stuff in ready for weaning because I know it's only literally around the corner. And I tried him with some baby porridge, and he literally inhaled it. Honestly, he absolutely loved it. He didn't waste one little bit. He never gipped. He just and chewed it and swallowed it perfectly. You know, it was like he's been doing it for weeks. So he must have been taking notes when he's been watching us lot troughing our food, because yeah, he just absolutely loved it and he took to it so well. And then yeah, he's still been a little bit fussy and stuff like that, but he just seems so much more settled now. So I think he was just ready for weaning. I mean, don't get me wrong, his bottles fill him up and he's very happy and everything like that after he's been having his bottles. I just think he was ready for something more. And so, yeah, I've bit the bullet and we've started the weaning process. So let the fun begin, because now we get to try all the weird and wonderful things. I get to puree all the food again and do all that wonderful stuff. But yeah, it's just a little bit sad as well that, you know, my last baby is now on to the next stage. So no more just bottles. He's now weaning as well, which means that he's closer to getting even older. But like I say, 6 months old is only around the corner. So we have started it a little bit early, but not any earlier than what he shouldn't do. And yeah, he just took to it so well. So well. He absolutely loved it. And yeah, you can just tell. But yeah. So that was different as well today. So yeah, I'll probably be including him in what I eat in a day. He'll be along the lines with what we're all eating soon, rather than Kobe just on bottles. It won't be. He'll be on everything shortly, won't it? Because it'll just happen so quick. But yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to go and have a look in the cupboards of what I'm going to have to eat. And so I will show you next. So like I've already said, I hope you're all having a wonderful day and you're all fit and well. And I will speak to you in a bit. Lunch today, I'm just having an open sandwich. So what I've got here is I've got just one wholemeal roll that I've chopped in half, and it's the wholemeal rolls from Asda. These are going to be my healthy extra beef for the today. and I've just chopped it in half, and then I've topped it with some lettuce, iceberg lettuce, which is speed, and then I've used a full tin of tuna, which is free in protein on Slimming World. I've mixed it with a little bit of vinegar and some pepper, and then I've added 2 tablespoons of the Aldi Bramwell's lighter than light mayonnaise for 1 sin, because it's half a sin per tablespoon. Mix that together and then put half and half on each half of my bread. And then I've topped it with loads of really thin sliced red onion as well, which is also speed. So that's my butter. I thought if I do it this way, then rather than just having one sandwich, it feels like I'm having 2, even though I'm not. But hey, it's all mind games at the end of the day, isn't it? I'm trying to trick my brain into thinking I'm eating more. And then on the side here, I've got a packet of Wotsits for 4 sins. And then I have a pear, which I've sliced up, and an apple, which I've sliced up. And them 2 are both speed. So my lunch today is just 4, no, not 4 sins. It's 5 sins. 1 sin for the mayo, 4 sins for the Wotsits. So 5 sins plus my healthy extra B. And I will catch you at dinner. So this is dinner this evening. We're having lasagna. The rest of the family are having chips with theirs, but I'm just having lasagna with a massive salad, as you can see. So I'll break it all down for you. So the lasagna is basically 2.5 sins for this portion. So what I've got here is the lasagna sheets are free. There's corn mince in there, which is free in protein. There's onions and peppers, which are both speed. And then I've made my sauce using passata, garlic, paprika, and mixed herbs. So that's all free and speed as well. So I've laid it up there, as you can see. Then the topping on top, I forgot to pick up some cottage cheese, and I normally make my lasagna topping with cottage cheese and egg. But because I forgot to pick that up and the boys were having this, it's actually 20 sins for this full jar. So I made a vegetarian lasagna for me and my daughter, and we've both had half each. We only actually had quarter of this white lasagna sauce over the whole of our portion of lasagna, and then I've had only half of that portion. So it should have been 5 sins. Hang on a minute. Yeah, 20 sins. So a quarter of it would have been 5 sins, and then I've only had half of that quarter, so that's 2.5 sins. I hope that's not as clear as mud. So just 2.5 sins for my portion, and then on the top of here, I've also got 40 grams worth of 50% reduced fat cheddar cheese from Asda as well, which is my second healthy extra A. So that's the only sins that I've got here. Then I've got a large portion of jalapenos because I do love my spice and it's extra speed, and yeah, I just love jalapenos, so they will all get eaten and I might even go back for more. So jalapenos are speed, and then I've got a large salad of iceberg lettuce, red onion, I've got some tomatoes and sliced red peppers as well, and again that's all speed. Was going to put some cucumber on top, but it just tasted really watery, so I've missed it off. Oh, and sorry, there's also shredded carrot there as well for speed. So yeah, not having any chips. I'm just going to have the lasagna, which I think is carby and heavy enough, and then the large salad. And I'm going to be washing it all down with one of these. A glass of Pepsi Max Cherry as well, which is also free. So that I can finish this vlog off, I'm going to show you what I'm going to have for my dessert already, because I've already planned it. So it's just going to be a little bit of a sweet hit, because I definitely think that meal is going to fill me up. No worries that I don't need anything else that's going to be filling. But because I've got a few sins still left to play with, and I do like using my sins, I'm going to have one of these Muller Light Chocolate Fix. I had one yesterday for the first time and it was delicious. So I'm going to have another one tonight for 5 sins. And then one of these Skinny Crunch Honeycomb Snack Bars. These are 4.5 sins, as you can see here, each. So that means that my snacks this evening are 9.5 sins, which means I'm finishing the day. Sorry, I'll just pull my meal back in, so you've got something better to look at than just that. So that means I'm finishing my day's total on 13 sins. none for breakfast because I didn't have any, and 1 for lunch for the mayo, 2.5 for dinner, which is the white sauce portion that I've got there, and 9.5 for dessert, so that totals up to 13 finishing. I've had my healthy extra B because I had that open sandwich, and I've had both healthy extra A's because I've also had milk in my brews today as well. So yeah, another good day on plan. I've no doubts that I'm going to enjoy this because I always have like the same recipe for my actual lasagna itself, and then I've obviously changed it up with the lasagna sauce, which I am really looking forward to because it's been ages since I've had a lasagna with this kind of sauce on top. And then these, I know I absolutely love. So yeah, I'm going to say goodbye and thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I can film another What I Eat in a Day tomorrow, but we are going to get out and about and we're going to go for a nice big walk, so hopefully I can take you along with us as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, bye. Hello. Bet you wasn't expecting to see me again when I've just said goodbye. But yeah, the lighting's a bit dodgy at the moment just because I am upstairs putting Kobe to bed. So if you can hear him cooing away, that's the reason why. And that's the reason obviously for the lighting, because we've only got the littlest lamp on. It's just like a little night light, which is nice and soothing for him to help go back to sleep. Sorry, just putting his dummy back in. He's in a next to you cot, so he's literally right next to me in bed. It's practically almost like the same bed. I absolutely love it. I never want him to grow out of it. But anyway, the reason why I came on, because I do like to diverge. That's the word as well. I like to divulge too. I'm open book, aren't I? But here I go again. I'm diverging again. So back to the point. Yeah, I've just popped on because I've just been editing my vlog while I'm putting Kobe to bed, and I have noticed that I completely and utterly miscounted my sins for today, didn't I? So for some reason, I don't know why, when I was having my dinner, I got it in my head that I only had 1 sin at lunch, when we all know that that was a big fat lie, that I actually had 5 sins at lunch. Because I've completely forgot about the fact that I had a pack of Wotsits. Which, yeah, oops, my bad. So that does mean that it's an extra 4 sins. So I was finishing the day on 13, but I'm actually now finishing the day on 17 sins, because obviously I've had to add those pesky 4 sins on, and I've already eaten that crunch bar and my chocolate fix thing, my Muller chocolate thing. So yeah, I am finishing the day over sins. So as much as I said before that it's been a really good day on plan, it has, but it does mean that I've gone over by a couple of sins, which I suppose in the grand scheme of things is neither here nor there. But I do like to use my sins every day, so it might affect me, it might not do. I'm hoping not too pesky little sins. I'm really hoping don't affect me. But I'm sure that Monday, come weigh day, the results will be told. I would hope 2 sins didn't affect me, but hey ho, we'll find out. So yeah, apologies for that. I bet you were watching it thinking, what the hell are you talking about, Andrea? You didn't have 1 sin for your lunch. So yeah, I've not gone mental, I promise, but I am ready for my bed. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm definitely going this time, and I will catch you all in the next one. So take care. Bye.